Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. We're going to be taking a closer look at the newest French heavy premium tank, the AMX M4 Liberte. Well, you know what Wargaming said long time ago, that the premium tanks should not be better than their normal counterparts. Well, I think we're living some times where that is changing. I mean, in the past, premium tanks have been pretty bad, I guess, but that probably has something to do with the fact that they had special matchmaking, right? But since Wargaming does not make tanks with preferential matchmaking anymore, which means these tanks will see the full spectrum of the matchmaker, tier 8, 9, and 10, well, they have to be pretty close to the normal tanks or just as good. At least that's what I think, and especially since you pay money for them. Yeah, in any case, I would say this one kind of went over that, you know. I think it's better than its normal counterparts. And when I mean normal counterparts, I'm thinking about Tiger 2. I think that's the best tank I can compare this one with. Very similar, yet at the same time very different. Let's not waste any further time and let's go compare this one to the Tiger 2 and see what each of them does better. Okay, on the left side we got the Liberte, right side the Tiger 2. Straight away we see that the Tiger 2 has better DPM, 1925 compared to 1822. Okay. Penetration of the Liberte, on the other hand, is better, 232 compared to 225 on the Tiger. The damage on the Tiger 2 has 320 alpha, the Liberte has 300, so again Tiger has a small advantage here. Even though the Liberte has 300 alpha and Tiger 320, the rate of fire is quite similar. Tiger has 997 compared to 988 on the Liberte. Shell velocity is a little bit better on the Tiger, 1100 compared to 1000. Not a big difference. And the Liberte has more ammo capacity, 60 shells compared to 42 on the Tiger. Going lower on the weapon handling, pretty much you can see that the Tiger tends to be superior when it comes to gun handling. Yes, 278 aim time on the Liberte compared to 240, 0.35 accuracy on the Liberte compared to 0.30, and the dispersions of the gun on the move during tank traverse and true traverse are also better on the Tiger. So when it comes to gun handling, we can safely say that Tiger 2 wins, right? Yeah. I'm not gonna say it makes a huge difference, you know, like the guns are that different, but Tiger 2 will still have better gun handling. Also, the Liberte has 10 degrees of gun depression compared to 8 on the Tiger, so gonna use it a lot better over ridges and stuff, yeah. And better elevation, 20 degrees compared to 15. Now you might say, well, you said this tank is better than the Tiger. What are you doing? Tiger sort of wins the gun chapter, but it's not all about the guns, right? The Liberte has a top speed of 40 compared to 38 in the Tiger. Reverse speed of 15 compared to 20. It has a much better horsepower, 1000 compared to 700 on the Tiger. Much better power to rate ratio. The Tiger does have better terrain resistances though, on hard and medium terrain, and soft it's pretty much the same. But still, I would say the Liberte tends to be quite, well, much faster than the Tiger too. It just moves faster. Tiger 2 tends to be quite sluggish, if you guys played that, yeah. Tiger 2 also has 3 degrees of extra tank traverse. Liberte only has 25, Tiger 28. Okay, so mobility wise, Liberte barely wins, gun wise Tiger wins, but let's not forget these two are heavy tanks, right? So let's go into what we really care about, which is armor, right? Just by looking at the numbers of the armor, you can see that the Liberte wins, has 180 in the hull compared to 150 of the Tiger, has less side and rear armor. doesn't really matter anything, you know. It's all about the side the front armor anyways. Ability of the tank, and of course the turret armor is so much better than the Tiger 250 compared to 185. You all know that the Tiger doesn't really bounce anything, right? Well, the Liberte does bounce. It bounces T rate with no problem, even tier 9s and 10s sometimes. And I will show you the tank model, the armor model, and see why. Okay, so this tank has like 220, 230 armor frontally, not angled, right? If you angle it a bit, the values do become a lot better, like 260, 250. Yeah, really good frontal armor. Lower plate is even better. 230, 245, really good. It's got one problem though. If you try to side scrape with this tank, and you should never try to side scrape with this tank, you're gonna create weak spots like these cheeks in the front plate. See? Normally you shouldn't be able to pen them frontally, you know, 280. But if you try to side scrape with the tank, boom, 180. People will start penning you pretty easy. Also, let's go to the turret. Very well armored, 300, 400, 250. The base, the turret ring, gun mount at 250. It is pretty well armored for a T-Ray tank. The armor is so much better than the Tiger 2, like doesn't even compare how much better the armor is compared to the Tiger 2. But like I showed you previously, the Tiger does have the better gun handling. This one does have a pretty big weak spot though. The commander's edge, which is 44 millimeters. Yeah. But if you can keep your distance from the enemies, you can bounce tons and tons of damage with this tank. Because from the distance, this weak spot kind of becomes pretty small. Yeah. Like I said, don't try to side scrape with this tank. Don't try to angle with this tank. The side armor is pretty thin. The cheeks are thin if you angle, so just press W and go towards your enemy. It will work. And also, another bad thing about this tank is it's very prone to getting one-shotted by arty. I mean, look how thin the engine deck is. 20 millimeters, man. If an arty shell lands on top of your tank, it's pretty much game over. But apart from that, a Liberte has so much better armor than a Tiger. The frontal armor is better than an IS-3's, I believe. So it is really good when it comes to tanking. Well, we saw the armor differences between the two. Well, just the armor of the Liberte. We already know that Tiger's armor is not really good. Well, Tank GG does not show the correct values here, but it has Liberte has 1,500 health. The Tiger has 1,600. So Tiger has 100 extra health. I guess it didn't update the site. One other annoying thing about the Liberte though, even if the ammo rack health is better than the Tiger, this thing tends to get ammo racked quite a lot, at least from my experiences. Do get ammo racked pretty often. Okay, I think we sort of showed that the Liberte is a much better, well, should I say tanking tank? It can soak up damage a lot better than a Tiger. It does the job better. Of course, Tiger 2 has the better gun handling, but I don't think the difference is that big. Yeah, let's check the shell cost of the tank. Quite expensive if you ask me. 1,030 for a 300 damage shell. That is pretty expensive. Not so good cost effective. But it does have good penetration, like I said, yeah. 232 penetration is pretty good. It's very good for T-rate. So gold shell 4,000 credits for a gold shell and 650 for a high explosive shell. Again, very expensive. Equipment wise, I recommend you guys have vertical stabs, optics, and gun armor on this tank. I know vertical stab helps with the stabilization, and you get a 20% smaller crosshair all the time. Optics, I got 460 V range from optics, from coffee, and V range skills combined. You can rack up assist damage quite easily. And gun armor, you know, for that extra reload time, of course. Mine shoots once every 8.30 seconds, so it's pretty good, I would say. As the crew skills, well, you know what you need on a heavy tank. You gotta start with repairs and everything. Repairs and 6 cents. 6 cents, more than anything, is the most important skill. So 6 cents and repairs. After you're done with that, you can go ahead and put the V-range skills, the gun handling skills. Don't forget about safe storage, because I said this tank tends to get ammo racked quite often, so, and you should be good to go. One other thing about the tank, it only comes with this paint job. You guys are probably gonna ask, but you can't change the paint on it, you know. It comes by default with this paint job and the big rooster on the side. Yeah, don't know what that stands for, but okay. But the good thing is you get the camouflage bonus included with this paint job, so you don't have to pay gold for it, I guess. I personally kind of like this paint job, mainly because I'm a bit bored of the normal ones since I played the game for so long. Okay, I think we talked about the tank long enough. Let's go into a replay and see what it can do. Okay, we're on Kharkov. It's a tier 9 game. Well, there are a couple of tier 9 tanks. Just, well, 3, but one of them is already so. It's a good map for heavy tank, I suppose. It's very corridorous, so you should be able to do a lot of heavy tank stuff, yeah, like tanking. So maybe this matchmaker will try to give the tank a run for its money, right? Testing the armor if we get the fight against the tier 9s. I'm going to D5 here. Oh, yeah, start D5 and see if I can peek from this rubble. And if I can shoot anything, but nothing's popping in, so I think I will try to risk it and move on a bit to the right side so I can shoot the Oni and the T10. But let me see if this... I thought the eyes was coming in. Nope. Okay, let's hope they don't shoot me in the side, because this thing has very weak sides. And an Oni with high explosive could... Oh, he could pen me, but he doesn't have the derp gun. Okay. Can I get the tracks? Okay, I'm sort of angling a little bit here. I'm not really supposed to side scrape. That was my bad, but the enemies seem to not know where to shoot me at this point. But what I'm doing is pretty bad, because I'm just showing my front cheeks that are really easy to pin. So normally I should just peek with my front side, you know, with my turret, and not try to angle at all. Well, you got a good penetration, but you know how the Japanese tanks are, right? You know, really good armor, ridiculous armor, so keep bouncing off the titties of the Oni. Yeah, at this point I'm bouncing because they don't really know that they can pin my cheeks pretty easily. But I repeat, do not do that. Yeah, that was my bad mistake. You shouldn't try to side scrape with this tank, just peek frontally. So far it's working, but not saying it's good. The accuracy of the gun is not really bad. If you do wait for the gun to aim, the accuracy is quite nice. But the aim time is a little bit lackluster. But let's face it, if you'd be in a Tiger 2 right now, would you be bouncing these shells? I seriously doubt it. No way. Okay, let's go in further because they're retreating right now. I did manage to tank them for quite a bit. So you gotta go in and push them further. Show them who's boss, right? I'm just gonna go in front of them because they don't really know where to shoot me. There we go. I'm gonna go in front of the T10 too. Okay, got a lower plate. It's really good though that they're starting to introduce tanks with good penetration. Because that's what the premium tank is supposed to be, right? A money maker. And if you have to shoot gold ammo all the time with the premium tank, that kind of defeats the purpose. So I'm really liking the fact that they're starting to introduce tanks with good penetration. Because you'll just be able to make a lot more credits not shooting gold ammo, right? Not saying you're gonna make a lot of credits with this one though. Remember, it's 1000 credits a shell, so they did increase the the profitability of the tank though. So I guess it still does, still makes decent credits, but still 1,000 credits for 300 alpha damage shell. I think the Scorpion. I think with the Scorpion G you have to pay 1,000, but that has a lot better alpha damage. I got my engine deck wrecked now. I'm moving toward the Ferdinand and I detracked him, so I don't think it's gonna be moving nice. Yeah, it's kinda sad when you get your engine jet wrecked. Let's not forget any tier 8 tank destroyer will probably pen your front plate, no problem. Unless they get a good RNG roll, but for the most part this tank is pretty well armored. You'll bounce quite a lot, no problem. So on a second thought, doesn't the destroyed, well, doesn't a damaged engine sound a lot better than the normal one? Or is it just me? I don't know, it does sound like, it does sound better to me. Okay, I got D-track on this fella. Just gonna keep moving back and forth. He knows where to pin me, damn it. Okay, I gotta fall back so it doesn't kill me, nice. And see if I can kill that 416. Highly doubt it though, because I'm pretty slow. But at least we get some time to hear the nice engine sound, right? Come back 416. No? Feels bad, man. Okay, it's game over. Okay, so that was a pretty good game with the Liberte. And surprise, we managed to do HT12 sturdy armor with the Liberte, yeah? Block 3 times your health and cause 3k damage. I don't know, it just happened, honestly. So I decided to put this into the replay. It does block quite a lot. Yeah? If you meet people who don't know where to shoot you, because if you meet people who know where to shoot you, I had games where I did not block anything because they just shot my commander's hatch and there was nothing I could have done about it. So, but we did get ace tank and we got steel wall, we got high caliber, and again that metal that I have no idea what it is. I'll probably research into it sometimes. And we did HT12 sturdy armor. Well, I did like a secondary objective because I did the missions a long time ago. We ended up with 4,839 damage, 3 kills, 1,623 base XP. We also got 368 assist damage, and we blocked 4,630 damage this game. And the part which we all want to know, 90k profit, 90k. I'm running coffee, so it would have been more without coffee, of course. 90k for 5k damage. Well, you'd be the judge if that's good or bad. It's not too bad, but yeah, ammo cost 25k. So, well, that was pretty much it for this video. Hopefully, I showed you guys how this tank is, and hope I gave you good information if it's worth buying it or not. Yeah, it is probably the best armored heavy tank in the premium shop right now, right? And when I say armored, I'm comparing it to IS-3A and T-34 and lower stuff like that. So armor wise, it is the best premium tank in the shop, if that is what you are looking for. In any case, thank you all for watching the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends because it helps the channel a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, don't forget to stay arty safe. Okay, thank you all for watching, and goodbye.